What's going on, everyone? I really want to teach why the 1 hour time frame is so important no matter what asset you're trading, whether it's stocks, options, futures, crypto, forex. It really doesn't matter. But the 1 hour time frame, by far, paired with my big chart, is probably one of the most important time frames that you can ever really watch when it comes to day trading and scalping. Now, again, I have strategies and setups that's going to allow us to play in between that 1 hour candle on a 5 minute time frame, which has a pretty high success rate when the market is not in distribution, meaning not a level period of chop or period of consolidation, which is why the past week to week and a half, 2 weeks, I've really been focusing, especially with my traders and evolution traders, on the daily live webinars, the 1 hour time frame. Now, those of you guys who have been watching my YouTube videos for quite some time now, you guys know that I love to talk about Tesla. I love to talk about NVIDIA. They're probably one of the two best stocks that I personally like to trade, just for the sole fact that you can honestly make a living trading those two individual ticker symbols. Now, again, some of you guys who are trading futures that watch my videos, I would still watch this video because it's going to also relate to you as well, because it doesn't matter if I'm looking at the NQ or I'm looking at ES or I'm looking at Tesla. A stock chart is a stock chart, right? They're both candlesticks. They're all the same type of deal. So what we're looking at here is Tesla's 1 hour time frame. Now, if you've been following Tesla the past few days to a week, Tesla's had a little bit of trouble. Okay, it's had a little bit of trouble moving down. On Friday, it had another down day of 4.5%, $10.82 on the day. Now, there was a couple of trades that set up off the open on Tesla. Some of them were immediately on the first 5 minute candle that started to lose the pre-market lows, right? The pre-market lows that were sitting here at around 255, 254, 256 range. That trade came very, very fast. It was very, very quick for a lot of people. By the time most traders were trying to get into that trade, Tesla was starting to do this bounce, right? It was starting to do this bounce, and you kind of noticed that you got stopped out. Now, I emphasize to all my traders, the first hour's high and the first hour's low are the most important levels that you're going to need to follow when you're looking to day trade any type of asset, okay? That's going to set the day's range. What is the first hour candle, you say? That's between 6:30 PST and 7 a.m. Well, you may be thinking, why is it only 30 minutes? Because on Thinkorswim, my hour candle is going to open up at 6 a.m., okay? 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. So it's going to give me 30 minutes of pre-market data in that first hour candle. If you don't have the 1 hour candle set up like mine, you can use the 30-minute chart to mark out your highs and your lows for that first 30 minutes after the market is open. That sets the tone for your opening range, which is probably the most important range that you're going to need to identify and follow if you want to make any money. Now, in between that opening range, you are going to also get setups on a 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, 2-minute chart, 1-minute chart. However, you have to understand that those setups are playing inside the 30-minute range. So they might stop you out a little bit more. They might not run for as much as you think they're going to run. We're truly not going to get any expansion or follow through until we break down or break out of the opening 30-minute range and confirm the previous day's high or low. You get those two confluences working for you, you're going to make a lot of money in this market, and you're going to find it a lot more slower pace, allowing you to be able to take these trade setups each and every single day. Now, I caught Tesla later in the day, and I want to show you the reason why I caught Tesla later in the day. We had that initial washout that came all the way down here to a mark of around 252.12, and then it started to bounce, right? And as it started to bounce, I was looking at the 1 hour chart and looking at the 10, 5, and 20-day moving average. These 1 hour charts, candles, never broke above any of this supply. So notice on my chart how it gets very congested here and you see a lot of squiggly lines. These are all areas of supply, meaning all supply is telling you that we have liquidity there. All supply is telling you that there are sellers in that area looking to feed the buyers shares or stock or whatever you want to call it. It's up to the buyers to outbuy those sellers so we can push through that level of supply. And if we do, we have a pretty good shot at continuing higher. So there was definitely going to be a long setup on Tesla over this linear regression, which cleared out all of the supply, and that stock price would have been around 250, 660s. I call this a sneaky little area, because this sneaky little area would have potentially had room back up to pre-market high sitting at around 258. So maybe we could have caught a little bit of a scalp here for $1, $1.50, and then just taken our profits and hold a runner or re-enter the trade once we break those pre-market highs and the first hour opening range. Okay, so as we started to get rejected at the 7 o'clock PST hour, and as we started to get rejected at the 8 o'clock PST hour, I really started to focus on this level here. If we lose this level, right, on the 8 o'clock hour, that price was sitting at around 254 and some change. I alerted to my Discord, not only are we getting a 5-minute 20 SMA play that's setting up, but there's a big level here at the 254, because if there's always an if, right? Because this is a game of probabilities. If Tesla starts to give this level up on these previous hour candles, potentially we can trade down to the bottom of the range. And if we get to the bottom of the range, we can definitely hold some size and some positions, because we've already taken profits at 252 from 254, which is $2. And let's say, for example, you're playing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 contracts. It was Friday, contracts were cheap. You should have been able to load up pretty good amount compared to the size you play on a Monday or Tuesday. So if we were to hold some of these options contracts as runners, as we broke the low of day, which is also what, guys? The opening range low on the 1 hour candle or 30-minute candle here. And look what happens to Tesla once it gets outside of that range. It absolutely gets destroyed into the close. Everyone should have made money on Tesla short on Friday. And if you didn't, it's okay. But I want you to right now identify, why did you not make money on this particular setup? What were you scared about? What were you thinking about? If you weren't on the charts, that's understandable. That's a good exception to the rule. But if you were staring at the chart still, okay, if you were staring at the charts and you trade options at around the 10 o'clock PST hour and you did not take this trade, we fumbled the ball, and we fumbled it pretty good. Okay, we fumbled it pretty good, because this setup was crystal clear. We put in that opening range low, we bounce into supply, reject, we bounce into supply, start working our way down. The thought process has to be that if we take out these two little small body candles, this is setting up nothing more than a bear flag. We need to be entering on this candlestick, selling at the day's low, and holding runners on the initial flush. And that's the trade that I took, and these contracts went up over 400%, because I got in at around the $254 mark. And if you look at where it dropped on this flush candle here, we got all the way down to 247. We got all the way down to 248, and I didn't even take the whole move. I took about 6 points off the move, 5 points, 5.5 points off the move, 6.5 points off the move as I'm scaling out, and it proceeded to drop all the way to a price of 244. So it dropped down 10 points. I missed out on about 50% of the move. But again, I like to tell my traders, we're never going to catch the entire move. If we do, congratulations, you are a unicorn. But this was a fantastic trade, and we should have taken it. And if you can see the reason why, you could have also not even taken an entry here. You could have not even taken that entry. You could have just waited simply for the day's opening range low to get broken at 252, entered in at this 10 a.m. candle, and just sat for 1 hour, and you would have made 3-4 points on the move. Does that make sense? If you guys are interested in learning how to trade the 1 hour time frame, if you guys are interested in learning how to trade this big chart, if you guys are interested in getting in the room with other traders who are learning and understanding what it takes to actually be consistent, you want to trade with me, you want access to the courses, you want access to the one-on-one coaching calls, definitely take advantage of the link down in the description box below. I've only got one space left for a lifetime member, meaning you pay once, you're a part of the team and the family for life. I'm never going to ask you for any more money. I'm never going to ask you to buy anything else. You can trade with me for as long as you want or as little as you want. I've had traders come in, learn the ropes, get successful, consistent on their own. They say, thank you, I'm out of here, I appreciate it, I'm doing my own thing. I don't need, you know, the commotion of the community every single day. I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, and whether I work a 9 to 5 or I'm retired or whatever the case may be, I've got the skill set to be able to do this on my own. I don't need you. And then there's people that have been in the community for 3 going on 4 years who just enjoy the brotherhood. They enjoy the camaraderie. They enjoy being able to BS and talk to the other traders. They enjoy helping now. They enjoy having people to trade with, because again, this is a very boring business and you can get wrapped up in your head very, very quickly. So again, doesn't matter what type of personality you have, whether you just want to learn and get out, or whether you want to learn, stick around, and have a hell of a time for a lifetime. I've created lifetime friendships with a lot of people that are in the room. So again, it's not just the sole business aspect of it. It is so we can all make money together, and it is so we can actually build a little bit of a brotherhood and have, you know, a friendship for life, right? I mean, that's what life is all about anyways. So at the end of the day, if you guys want to join, that link is down in the description box below. For those of you guys that want to sit in the corner still and you want to kind of just lurk and you want to try to figure things out on your own, I'll see all of you guys in the next YouTube video. Make sure to wave, right? Make sure to wave, say hi, at least like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube videos. Again, guys, I put a lot of time into this stuff, a lot of analysis, right? If I can even speak into this kind of stuff that I do. I'm at the charts for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. So at least you can do is hit the like button for me. It's completely free to do that. No one's going to charge your credit card later for giving me a thumbs up on the video. If you took anything away from that at all, if you've watched to the end of this video, thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you guys got to do. I'll catch all of you guys on the next one.